Self-driving cars are threatening the jobs of New York City taxi drivers.
Buckle up, driverless vehicles are coming to New York City.
Governor Hochul said just last month that autonomous vehicles would make New York's roads safer.
More Perfect Union released a documentary showing taxicab drivers trying to keep self-driving cars off the streets.
Drivers organized. The political cost became real.
Governor Hochul is dropping a proposal that would have allowed commercial robo-taxi services outside the city.
Rideshare apps and self-driving cars are a threat to an occupation that used to provide substantial incomes. The reason why taxi driving used to be such a high-paying job in New York City is because the government limits the number of taxis on the road.
New York City built the taxi industry around a metal plate, medallions. They gave the industry structure. The city set the price, capped the number. They became worth enough that people built lives around them.
More Perfect Union portrays this system of licensure in a positive light, but the economist Walter E. Williams described the medallion system as perhaps the most egregious form of licensure in the United States. You've probably heard that a monopoly is bad because without competitors, the monopolist can charge consumers higher prices. The same principle applies when governments limit the number of people allowed to practice a profession, like driving a taxi. The economist Milton Friedman argued that requiring a license to practice a profession is marketed as a way to protect consumers from fraud and incompetence. But in practice, licensure almost inevitably becomes a tool in the hands of a special group to obtain a monopoly position at the expense of the rest of the public. Under this monopoly-like system, taxi medallions could be sold or loaned for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is why medallion owners fought so hard to protect themselves from competition. Williams writes that when the demand for rides increases but the supply of drivers is artificially restricted, the response is mostly in the form of higher fares and possibly poorer quality service. Higher prices for fares make consumers poorer, and the expensive medallions harm those who want to drive but are made criminals if they can't afford the price. It is consumers who benefit when rideshare apps and self-driving cars reduce the power of government-granted monopolies.